A national 7-day waiting period on the transfer of firearms, private transfers too, as well as certain types of ammunition and magazines. Stick by and watch this episode of Guns and Gadgets. Hey everybody, welcome back to Guns and Gadgets, your premier source for Second Amendment news. Monday morning here, that means it's the Monday Morning Grind, brought to us by Blackout Coffee. Don't forget, they're still having their Valentine's Day sale. You can get any type of coffee, any type of tea, any type of hot chocolate, and if you use code Valentine15, you'll save 15%. It's limited, guys and gals, so jump on it before it ends. You can use my link down below, blackoutcoffee.com/GNG. Let's jump into this one. So, Representative Sheila Jackson Lee. She's the same rep who submitted the crazy H.R. 125 we spoke about earlier this week. If you haven't seen that video, watch it. But she's also the same representative who said this.
I've held an AR-15 in my hand. I wish I had it. It is as heavy as 10 boxes that you might be moving. And the bullet that is utilized, a 50 caliber, these kinds of bullets, need to be licensed and do not need to be on the streets. 90% of the people want background checks. Over 60% want a ban on assault weapons. 80% plus want red flag laws. And I would venture to say those numbers would be similar for storage laws and for licensing laws regarding the question of firearms and ammunition. And finally, interestingly enough, Americans support the buyback program, which all of us could have in our respective communities.
So Sheila Jackson Lee has proven to be someone who is out of touch with reality and looking to push an agenda at all costs. And this bill, where the text was just released a couple days ago, is no different. So I'm going to divert your attention to H.R. 125. Now, this is one of those bills that I talked about a couple weeks ago that were pre-filed, that were terrible. But now that we have the actual wording, it goes from terrible to almost comical. Let me show you what I mean. So here's the first page, and just the title of the bill alone tells you what you need to know. It says, this act may be cited as Gun Safety Not Sorry Act of 2021. So apparently, Ms. Jackson Lee is sorry, not sorry, and her professionalism shines through on this one as well. Now, the second section here says findings. This is just filled with comical statistics that are blown out of proportion, and many of them have been proven to be inaccurate. However, she's still going to use them to try to push forth her agenda. You want to read those, you can pause it, but I'll just tell you that she still thinks that there's nearly one mass shooting per day in the United States. It tells you everything that you need to know. Now, the meat and potatoes of this bill is here in Section 3. 7-day waiting period required before transferring a semi-automatic firearm, a silencer, armor-piercing ammunition, or a large-capacity ammunition magazine. Now, in going through this bill, I'm going to save you reading the text. This is a 7-business-day waiting period she wants to impose. So weekends will still be a thing. So this turns into a 9 or 10-day waiting period. 10 days if there's a holiday, because most holidays fall on Mondays for the feds. So this is a 10-day waiting period in essence, and they get to determine what armor-piercing ammunition is. You remember the whole green tip fiasco during the Obama years where they just said, you know, we're going to call this armor-piercing, and luckily enough people voiced their opinion to fight that back. So if you're reading this bill, there's a lot of strike this and add this and remove this part and add on this term, but the meat and potatoes is right here. The prohibition section. It shall be unlawful for a person who is not a licensed importer, licensed manufacturer, or licensed dealer in or affecting interstate or foreign commerce to transfer to another person not so licensed a semi-automatic firearm, a silencer, armor-piercing ammunition, or large-capacity ammunition magazine unless at least 7 business days, meaning a day on which the state offices are open, have elapsed since the transferee most recently offered or agreed to acquire the semi-automatic firearm, silencer, ammunition, or magazine, as the case may be, from the transferor. So there you go. It's a 7-day waiting period. It's really a 9-day, possibly 10-day, because weekends still happen, and looking to, in their mind, delay the transfer of these items because for some reason that will make people's evil deeds and thoughts go away. I also want to take a chance here to address the people in Texas who keep voting Sheila Jackson Lee in. You all have lost your mind, because this lady is so out there that she is failing at her job regularly. If she actually puts forth these bills that are riddled with lies that have been proven wrong, specifically these statistics she throws in this bill, then she should be removed from office. She is proving that she's out of touch with reality. Yet, here she is putting forth another gun control bill that the anti-gunners are salivating over. So I will have a link down in the description to HR 125. Again, the not sorry bill of 2021. Oh, what a fool. Guys and gals, if it is Second Amendment news you're after, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or indifferent, and in this case, absolutely asinine and ridiculous, you have found your home here on Guns and Gadgets. Please consider subscribing to this channel. This is where you're going to find that information. I bring this forward daily, sometimes several times a day, but it is important that we all pass this along. We are all operating on platforms that don't want us, and they're not going to help us get this news out. So please hit the thumbs up button. That absolutely helps the algorithm, and please share it with as many people as you can. All you gotta do is copy the URL in the address bar and share that with your friends, your family, your neighbors, gun shops, whatever. These things have to be known by our community. It's the only way we're going to be prepared for the fight and work together. So until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a weapon. Have a good one, guys and gals, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care, everybody.